I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. They're all so fucking interesting, and I just finished Oathbringer. Okay, so something tragic happened, I feel. Something fucking tragic. Okay. So what I've been doing so far, getting through the Mistborn Cosmere, is not the Mistborn, the Brandon Sanderson Cosmere, sorry, is I read a book and then I go to the store to buy the next book. That is just so satisfying to me. It is so fucking satisfying. So after my last video, I went to the bookstore, to get the next book, Elantris. They didn't have it. So I looked on Amazon and it's gonna take 1 to 3 weeks to come. So I was just like, okay, maybe I'll skip Elantris for now and then go to the next one, which is Arcanium Unbound, which is like a bunch of short stories from like a bunch of the different worlds, I think. Also wasn't there, and was also 1 to 3 weeks. And that also has Edge Dancer in it. Don't you dare. Don't you do... My cat, sorry guys. Okay, no. Okay, maybe not right there actually. I've ordered, So I've ordered both Elantris and Arcanium Bound on Amazon, and they'll get here in 1 to 3 weeks. Don't you fucking, oh my god, sorry guys. I've just started building this and my cat is now eating it. And guess what it is? It's a book. I got it for Christmas. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I've ordered them both on Amazon, but I cannot wait to continue the series. Like, I'm dying to read Oathbringer. I also bought that while I was at the store, so that's on my TBR shelf right now, but I'm dying to start it. Like, I get obsessive over series, and when I get obsessed over a series, no, you hate to see me coming. No, help, I'm actually starting to get, like, fucking obsessed. Like, the ending of Words of Radiance, help. And, like, I read 2 books since that video ended, and I started hating my last book because I was just like, I need to get back to this world. I need to get back. Like, I saw a TikTok today and it was talking about like best trios in fantasy books, and it said Adeline, Shalon, and Kaladin, and I was just like, okay. So as you can see, the obsession is fucking obsessing. So now I fear I really just want to go to Oathbringer. Well, really Edge Dancer and then Oathbringer. But also the website that I'm like getting my reading order off, which is what I keep looking at, by the way, my reading order's on here, says I need to ring Elantris before I read Wind and Truth. And Wind and Truth, because I think it's a 10-book series, the Stormlight Archive. But there's like Core 1, which is the first 5 books, and then Core 2, which is the last 5 books. And the second core hasn't come out yet, but Wind and Truth is the last book in the first core. I know I'm really confusing everyone. I'm really loving that for myself. Okay, so it says to read Elantris before I read Wind and Truth. As soon as I read Oathbringer or finish Oathbringer, I fear I'm going to be in my obsession phase and I'm not going to give a shit if I'm supposed to read Elantris before Wind and Truth. I'm just gonna binge, okay? Because that's like the stage I'm pretty much at already. So I am gonna read, I bought Elantris and Arcanium Unbound on my iPad. So I have Kindle on my iPad because I had an iPad, so I was just like, there's no fucking way I'm buying a Kindle as well, you know? So I just got the Kindle app on my iPad. So I'm gonna read Elantris and Arcanium Unbound in this video on my Kindle. And when I say Kindle, I mean my iPad. And I've got the Oathbringer physical copy, so I'll also read that in this video. And then the next video, I'll be reading Dawnshard, which is a novella, I think, Rhythm of War, and Wind and Truth. This reading order says I should read Wind and Truth like way later, but I will not be waiting. I will not fucking be waiting, actually. So yeah. I'm so excited to get back to everyone. I'm like so fucking excited, like actually, oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna start Elantris, and I'm kind of dreading because I was just looking at it yesterday on my Kindle. See, look, it's Kindle, but like it's on my iPad. And there are 3 maps. There are 3 maps, guys. Okay, so look at this, okay? So there's this one, and then there's these 2. Yeah. And I really just want to continue the series. Like, I don't want to go into another word. Like, I wish I'd read Elantris in between Mistborn and Stormlight Archive, and same with Warbreaker. Like, I'm a binge person. I'm the person that binges all the series. So I wish I could have just binged Stormlight. Oh my god. But now I'm gonna have to go to Elantris. Okay. We can do it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm just going to try to calm down, which is really difficult in my state, and enjoy. Because I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it, but I fear I really just want to get back to everyone else. But also, Oathbringer is going to be a Dalinar book. Are we going to get like past chapters like we did in the for Sharlan and Kaladin? I don't know. I think we might. Elantris was beautiful once. It was called the City of the Gods, a place of power, radiance, and magic. Visitors say that the very stones glowed with an inner light and that the city contained wondrous arcane marvels. At night, Elantris shone like a silvery fire, visible even from a great distance. Okay. Actually, should I read the blurb? That is actually a great idea. I'm gonna read the blurb. Okay. No, it's just taking me straight into the book. Okay. How do I read the blurb? It's only 500 pages. Okay, we're slay. Okay, we're so slay. Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's easy. That's easy done. Like, that's half. Okay. Yeah, that's so fine. That's so fine. Okay. But where can I read the blurb about this book, surely? Elantris was built on magic and it thrived, but then the magic began to fade and Elantris began to rot, and now its shattered citizens face domination by a powerful imperium motivated by dogged religious views. Can a young princess unite the people of Elantris, rediscover the lost magic, and lead a rebellion against the imperial zealots? Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna read Elantris, we're gonna read Arcadian Unbound, and we're gonna finally fucking get back to Oathbringer because I'm dying to get back to everyone. Like, and then I'm going to binge the rest of Stormlight Archive. Yeah. I'm so excited. Okay. This has been a 7-minute clip of me just going, oh my god, I really want to read Oathbringer. Yeah. And I've been listening to the podcast by like Jamie Folk and the Australian person. I know I'm so like, sorry, my cat's just sleeping in the sun. Look at her. She's so cute. I'm just really scared to start watching this because Stormlight Archive, I'm excited to go back into because I know everyone. I know the world, and then we're just getting plot now. And that's my favourite kind of thing. But Elantris, it's like gonna be a whole new world and a whole new magic system, and I'm just like, that's a lot. That's a lot. We're gonna stop debating, and we're gonna go for it. Actually, I think I might do this a little bit more first. Because guys, help, I'm in love. This is gonna look so cute. Look, the little stairs, help. Can you tell I'm freaking out? I'm freaking out. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I'll just like read a little bit of Elantris and then I'll yeah, we'll just read. Yeah, let's just fucking read, okay? Okay, so I thought we could give an initial thoughts. We've got 3 POVs, like a Way of Kings, and I'm loving it. It makes the world feel familiar because it's similar to the Way of Kings. Well, the Stormlight Archive series, really. But like there are so many similarities to Way of Kings, actually. But not really. That's like the main similarity. Okay, anyway, and it looks like the chapters repeat in the same order, which is really nice because I just like love knowing what's happening next. So far, I think I love Serene the most. She's giving Shalom. And also their little Seons, like the little floating balls of light. It's giving sperm. And I'm loving it. Help. But I'm also loving the guy, the prince, his POV. I'm also loving his POV, but I hate Herathan, the guy, the religion guy, the priest. I hate him. I don't like religions. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like religions. Especially ones that are like in this book forcing people, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. They're going to conquer and then they're going to force people to submit to their religion, and I'm just like, ugh, disgusting, actually. And like they view everyone as less if they're not in the religion, you know? Yes, I don't like him. I do not like him. But like the guy, he's just like so soft and cute, and I feel like what's gonna happen is he is gonna figure out, because so far the guy that he's with showed him that he can use the magic. So he's going to figure out how to revert Elantris to its original state. Then they're going to defeat Harathan's armies. Like their armies, like the Jedeth army religion people. When the guy that's like sick, restores Elantris and becomes a proper like Elanthrium. Him and the girl are gonna get married properly. She's not gonna be a widow. I'm like praying that's what's gonna happen because I love my happy endings. I love my happy endings, okay? Okay, glad we all agree on that. This is actually, I'm really invested. I'm like actually really kind of invested because the website I'm going off my reading order, it said that all of like Mistborn, like it was talking about like their decision to make Mistborn the first series in their reading order. And it was saying how Mistborn, like Elantris is good, but Mistborn is great. So I honestly wasn't expecting much from Elantris, but it's actually kind of good. It's actually kind of good. We're gonna keep going. I'm very optimistic at the moment. Serene's chapters are my favorite, and I'm loving the family element so far. The found family, hope. I love a found family trope. I love a found family, okay? And one of the kids, his name was one of the guy's friends, one of the prince's friends, and the prince in his last chapter was talking about how he has like a secret society. Okay, so Serene just girl bossed the entire nation's nobility. Not the entire nation's 5, but like... Okay, so it was a secret meeting, right? And not gonna lie, I'm really confused with all the names because we just got introduced to 5 different nobles and then we had a whole long conversation where it was just the name and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So that was really confusing. Oh, she girl boss. Oh my god, I can already see her overthrowing Idian and like getting the city back. But then like at the same time, the husband will come back. Guys, the prince, the husband, what the fuck ever, and then they'll rule together. Elantris / whatever this other city's called. I keep forgetting. There are so many new names and I'm just like, fuck me. And then, yeah, they'll drive away the other people. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen actually. Oh, it's so frustrating where I know I love medieval castle, big dresses, ball gowns, ballrooms, ball sort of, I love those sort of fantasies. Those are my favorite sorts of fantasies, but at the same time, they're always just like, women are less than their else. And I'm just like, fuck you. Literally, fuck the fuck off. And that's what she just did. And respect. Okay. Guys, I just had a brain rape. I actually feel so intelligent right now. We are done gonna start planting food. Oh my god, I'm so intelligent, I hope. In like one of the first chapters, they were talking about the basket that the people were pushed into Elantris with. And I remember it had seeds in it. And now Reardon is asking one of the people he saved, start moving the muck off the top of what used to be a garden. And now Reardon's saying, you'll see. He's definitely going to plant the seeds. They're going to have food. Oh my god. I don't know what's my favourite POV. Serene? Actually, they're all so fucking interesting. And I love that things keep happening. Like, I think I know why I hate romances. Nothing happens. All it is they initially get together. And then you have to toil along until you get to the 3rd act problem. And that's it. And then fantasies. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm so invested. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Guys. It's the way of a romantic heart. Okay, ready? So, Galadon asks Rodin, what one thing would you bring here to Elantris if you could? Letters. I'm actually tearing up. Help. Shut. Oh my god, the letters that Serene wrote to him. No, I fear I'm in love. I'm in love with these two. Help. So let's just have a second book. Okay, current update. I'm 33% through 33. The swords. Can we talk about the swords? Oh my god. And the bowl. Oh my god, we love a bowl. Oh my god, it was so good. It's so fucking good. Okay, so the swords. I'm so excited for that. We're getting a Serene chapter next. We're gonna get swords. We're gonna get women with swords. I feel this is gonna be amazing. I feel this is gonna be grand. Oh my god. I love them. I love them together. Like, letters? No, shut up. Letters. Letters. That is so fucking romantic. Oh. Oh my god. I can't wait for Serene to find out the truth. I can imagine her going up to the wall and yelling over the side, Renee! Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh, I do so love a secret passage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's giving intrigue. It's giving a palace. It's giving, oh my god. It's just giving. Yeah? I'm glad we all agree on that. More concrete. The king, very suspicious. Serene, beautiful, smart woman that she is. And I'm worried. I'm worried about the other guy. I keep reading his name. The prince. We'll call him the prince, yeah? The prince. I'm worried. Because he seems to be worse than the others. He's sleeping for longer and his pain is different. Is he different? I do love a different main character, gotta say. But it seems like he is different. Not much has happened. I'm at 46%. And I just got to a Harathan chapter. And honestly, I'm kind of finding it hard to hate him. Like, I hate him, but I don't hate him. Like, I don't despise him, loathe him entirely. I just, like, I sort of pity him. Because he was brought up to believe, and it almost sounds like in his POV that he's using his religion to justify something that's happened. Because, like, he talks about that temple. I forgot what it's called, but, like, about, like, the horrors that happened there, and what if he's using his religion to justify or, like, turn a blind eye on what happened, and, like, that's why he's not as fervent a believer as the other guy. Deely something. Me probably making something out of nothing. Me editing this and going, you dumb idiot. That was literally nothing. I happens a lot when I'm editing. We're sort of in that bit where we've settled. We've got the groundwork. I know, like, what most of the words mean now, because that one guy, Galadon, speaking in half a different language half the time, and now I know, like, what all the religions are, because there are 3 different fucking religions. Well, there's 3 main ones, and then there's more religions. And then, so we've settled, we know everything, and now we're just doing things, and I'm loving the doing things. I'm loving it, yeah. And I'm so excited for her to go into Elantris, because she's gonna find him, but she won't recognize him, and then she'll get other people to start coming, but they probably won't recognize him, but they probably will. But the king probably approved it because he thought no one else would go. But also his secret meetings are very sus. Are very, very sus. And the fencing. I loved how the prince's best friend, because I cannot remember names, just came in, sat down, and the 2 little kids came too, and he was just saying, I came because this is going to be the most entertaining thing that's happened in court all week. I can just imagine all of these important ladies in their fancy dresses fencing. Okay, we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna do great. Yeah, who knows, maybe I'll finish it today. Probs not, but, like, hopes and dreams. Okay, hopes and dreams. Okay, so hello everybody, it is a new day, and last night I got, like, I can't remember how it's a 60% or not. 57%. I honestly forgot what happened last chapter. Oh, that was embarrassing. Yeah, okay. So I'm really worried about Rodin. I finally remembered his name, the prince. Yeah. So I'm really worried about him because he does seem to be hurting a lot more than everyone else. And if anything, everyone else's hurt seems to be lessening. I'm not sure if that means, because we got tea. We got tea on the magic system, okay? Like, the Elantrians were sus. Did they not want to have magic? Because honestly, that's kind of fair. They kind of, if they became Elantrian, they kind of just got shipped off overnight and stuck in this place. So yeah, I'm worried about Rodin because he's hurt. He describes it as coming as waves, whereas everyone else's is constant. And theirs seem to be lessening. I know it might have to do with the purpose, but in my opinion, it seems to be working too well. So does that mean they're going towards an Elantrian? No, I don't think that's happened yet. I think that will happen. But Rudin, oh, I'm really worried about him. I'm really worried about him. The lake is so cool. I wonder if they'll start putting people who have start putting some of the Hoyd. And is that where Hoyd's name comes from? The world jumper? And also I had this theory, the Skybreaker thing from Stormlight Archive, one of the orders. Is a Skybreaker someone who travels worlds? Because they're technically breaking the sky because they're leaving. Watch me editing this back and saying, girl, you stupid. Okay, but what if that's a Skybreaker? Because the guy at the end with the crescent scar on his face, that's how I remember him. He gave Zeth the sword from Warbreaker. So does that mean he can travel worlds too, and does that therefore make him a Skybreaker if that's what a Skybreaker is? And Hoyd? Is this where Hoyd's name came from? Where is Hoyd in this world? Or is this Hoyd's origin story? I'm not sure, actually. And it's kind of worrying if that is Hoyd's namesake and he views himself as broken and in constant pain. Surely not. And I was watching the podcast from Jamie and Freya, and they were talking about how Hoyd's in Mistborn, and I'm just like, what? I do not remember that, so I searched it up, and it said that Hoyd was one of the refugees from that guy's clan. I forgot, Sazed clan, those people. He was hiding among the refugees. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. I'd feel like I have to read the whole Mistborn thing again to actually find Hoyd, which I'm not gonna do at the moment because we're reading something else. But yeah, okay. I am planning to finish Lantris today. We're gonna keep going. I'm worried about Rudin, Serene. Oh, Serene and Rudin are gonna be so cute together because Rudin knows who Serene is, and Serene's just no one is going to accept me but Spirit might. And but Spirit's Rudin. I can't wait for that revelation to happen. I'm just so excited for Serene to be accepted. And this book is kind of already changing my perspective on life because I was working out this morning. And Rudin's whole thing was just don't self-pity yourself because that gets in the way. So I'm okay, I'm not going to self-pity myself. I'm actually going to stretch after this workout. So I stretched. I know, pat on the back. I'm really upgrading my life. I am wearing a top, by the way. It's just not there. Let's go. And I honestly just kind of want to look at the contents for Arcanium Unbound. Just see what's first. I think I actually might do that right now. Okay, hold. Oh my god, this is a solar system. Help! Oh my god. But I don't know what planet's which. But it looks like there's 4. Relan, which could be Rosha. Kai, which I have no idea what that is. Sel, Seslol, Donni, the Celeste system. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that right now. I just want a contents page. The Emperor's Soul. Oh my gosh. I do not know what that is from. Maybe I should just look at the blurb. I want to know what order it's in because I want to know what I'm going into next. So it looks like the Emperor's Soul's first, but I have no idea what that is. Collection will include 9 works. Edge Dancer, The Hope of Elantris, The 11th Metal, The Emperor's Soul is Elantris. Okay, cool. Alamancer Jack and the Pits of Elantia. Mistborn, obviously. White Sand Halcyon. Shadows for... I'm confuzzled. Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hal Thorindodi. 6th of Dust, First of the Sun, and Mistborn Secret History Mistborn. But what order are they in? Because I want to know when I'm going to get to Edge Dancer. Oh my god, that's not on that. Me buying all of these on Kindle because I'm not going to wait for my paperbacks to get here. Oh, the money is going. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got the Emperor's Soul, which is Elantris. The Hope of Elantris, which is another Elantris. The 11th Metal. Wow, this looks like a long book. Okay, so it looks like we're going Elantris, Mistborn, 2 other worlds, maybe 3 other worlds, with all their systems explained. I feel like we're gonna finally get where everything is. And how many, yeah, and then Edge Dancer is last. Okay. 600 pages. Can crying. Okay. It's fine. How long is Edge Dancer though? Edge Dancer looks to be around 100 pages. Okay, that's so short. Sad. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems. Lovely. Yeah, I'll probably love this. I will love this. But Mistborn Secret History looks to be very long. 200 pages. Well, it looks like 160-ish pages. Okay, I'm very excited to read that next. I wish Edge Dancer's last so we can go straight from Edge Dancer to Oathbringer. Now back to Elantris. Let's fucking go. This was a very long clip. Me stalling. Okay, see you guys. Yeah, and this is... I also need to, like, be a little bit negative because my least favorite things about Elantris so far... And there isn't many. There isn't many, but so far, like, I'm attached to, like, the world building and the secrets that are being, like, hinted at. And the plot line, but I'm not too attached to the characters yet. I'm growing attached to Rudin and Serene and even Herathan, but I'm not quite there yet, which this is one book. This is a one book series. This is a standalone, but still. So like when there isn't a lot going on, I'm not as invested in the story. Yeah, that's like the one downside so far. And also, I feel like it was something else. Oh yeah, it's just like, compared to some of these other books, some of the things that are happening are a little bit unrealistic. I know we're a fantasy, but in the way that it's just a little bit convenient. Like Serene eavesdropped on a conversation and she just happened to eavesdrop at that perfect moment. Whereas in Warbreaker, he explained why the character eavesdropped at a good moment. So like this is his debut novel, so like I feel like I'm expecting a lot just because like I've read his other books. Like, if this was my first book from him, I would be going, amazing, stunning. This is, like, one of the best fantasies I've ever read. But just, like, in comparison to his other books. I only say that because, like, I feel like you have to say something negative about a book. And those are really the only negative things I can say because everything else is just good. Yeah, really good. Okay, we're gonna fucking read. Let's fucking read. Okay, so this is literally, like, 2 minutes later, but I just hit part 2. It's the way I read this all last night and I could have just read like 2 more pages than I already reached part 2. So that just happened. I always forget his name. Harathan just swallowed poison. And I'm assuming he's going to try to blame Dilith for it. I don't know if that will work because Dilith is giving mastermind energy. But also I'm disliking him a lot. The Call of Elantris. Reading books, here we fucking go. Okay, but what does this mean? But what the fuck does this mean? Harathan is an Elantris. What the fuck? No. Actually, fucking no. Okay, so first of all, miscommunication. Okay, well, it wasn't real. Yeah, it kind of was. Spirit and Serene, the attack. Okay, so the Hoid of Sharor attacked because they wanted food. Serene accused Spirit of hoarding the food, which he kind of did. And also, is the food thing just psychological? Because they don't need it. But also, Harathan drank the poison and now he is an Elantrian. He was taken by the Shoid. What the fuck? Okay. But he drank the poison. So is there like 2 ways to become an Elantrian? One, he drank the poison to like guess at the effects. The poison isn't the Shoid, but it looks like it is. Or has everyone that's turned Shoid drank in that poison? I don't think that would be it, because how would an Elantrian be made? I think Harathan is a fake Elantrian. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't know! Oh my god. And Serena's a boss queen. As a queen, imagine walking into the king's study and yelling at him. Queen, yeah. That is what she will be, hopefully, by the end of this book. Okay, this is getting really fucking good. This is getting really good. I really need to stop updating you. I just need to read it. Yeah? Now. Okay, so things are not looking good. They are not looking good at all. Okay, so Harathan was just cured. Obviously, that was, like, false and he didn't actually have it because, like, during his POVs, he was, like, talking about, like, how he needed food to survive, like, but, like, in, like, the actual literal sense, not in if he was actually an Elantrian. He wasn't actually an Elantrian. It's not looking good, because especially if he's coming back to the city now, like that just happened. That was the last chapter I read. And if he openly shows his support for the guy, he's gonna become king. Fuck, we're so fucked. Things are not looking good. But it's only 66%, so we'll get there. Oh my god, this whole book has been one twist after another, and I have no idea what the fuck's gonna come next. Like, I have no idea. So Serene had that potion. I guess she's gonna meet her first husband. 70%. Okay, so update time. I did have to take a break because I met up with my friends unexpectedly, so we're back. We are very much so enjoying. Okay, so we just found out the secret to the magic, to Dougal. Well, not the cure yet, but the magic. Okay, well, one of the clues, okay? The symbols represent the land. That is very interesting. And the way Burden figured it out with the chasm, that was cool. That was admittedly very cool. And it is Clo. Okay, so Serene just fought Clo, this visiting person, and they just had their little fencing fight. For some reason, after the fight, Serene thinks Clo's smile looks familiar. Is Clo Rudin in disguise? because he could be using an illusion, because Serene swore she hit something, but there was no obvious wound and there was no blood on her blade. So if she struck Rudin, he wouldn't have bled, I don't think. The illusion would stay in place. So maybe. Because it was said earlier in the book that Rudin did train in the sword just to piss off his father. Because I keep forgetting what the city's called next to Elantris that we spent the whole book in, you know, because I'm just so intelligent like that. It's not viewed as proper to practice military. Okay. I have reached part 3, the spirit of Elantris. Oh, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Rudin revealed himself. I do not think he'd do it in that way. I think he'd be healed in then, but I imagine he would look different as an Elantrian. Okay, part 3 is called the spirit of Elantris. Haha, so funny, because spirit, you know. Oh, so funny. Okay. The way I so desperately ship Serene and Spirit. I don't know whether to call him Spirit or Redurin. Sorry, there was like hair on the camera. Like, do I call him Spirit or Redurin? Reduden. Yeah, it's going great. It's going great. We just hit part 3. And whatever happens in the meeting after the Duke died, what the fuck? Because I imagine they had like this super big plan. They made a super big plan when the Duke left. I mean, when the Duke died and then the King left. I'm using the title because I cannot remember names for shit. Okay, so the throne room thing just happened. And a Dorethi priest somehow, is it that like really spirited guy? The Dorethi priest somehow is using the power Dior to nullify Rudin's illusion. I'm so confused. Help. Okay, we're gonna keep reading because I'm confuzzled, okay? Okay, so Dilif, we're gonna try to fucking fuck. That just happened. That just fucking happened. Dilif. Serene, you queen! But now she's like actually a fucking queen. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna try to figure this out. Okay. For some reason, when when Serene was investigating the histories of the Empire place, the histories from the past 100 years was gone. What if Dilith had destroyed them? He is very sus. Why can he use it? Especially without drawing? I'm confused about that. We're gonna find out. We're gonna fucking find out. 85%. I'm so hyped. That was amazing. Rudin is now king. Serene is a queen, but more like a queen boss. She is amazing. Political scheming queen. And yeah, let's keep fucking going. Hoyd has made his appearance. He was the one sending the food into Elantrian in secret.
Hoyt has made his appearance. Oh my god. Okay. It's so nice to like be able to actually know who Hoyt is. Because like reading this one, I didn't know who he was. But now now I know. And like now it's just nice. Guys, this isn't real, right? He's gonna get better, right? Really? He's gonna get better, right? He's gonna get better. He's gonna get better, right? I'm manifesting. He's gonna get better. He's not dead, right? I am gonna squash Deleth like his head is a fucking watermelon. Oh my god, the satisfaction I would get from squashing him beneath my foot. Oh my god, I hate him. 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 Can you tell? I loathe him entirely. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've become a Hoyt. I just repeat the same sentence. Ready? Ready? Failed. Failed my love. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Apparently I only have 33 pages left. What is this? What is this? No. 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 Actually not. I don't think so. No. What the fuck is going to happen? Excuse me. What is going to happen? What is gonna... Okay, can I tell you how I'm gonna find out what's gonna happen? I'm gonna keep reading. Riordan better still be fucking alive. If he doesn't end up dying, then that means all the people, well, there were 2 people really, they threw into the lake they could have saved. No, I'm like, Riordan, I'm like, is he dead? Is he not coming back? Because if he doesn't come back, you better be prepared for me to bawl my eyes out on camera. Okay, we're going back. We have reached epilogue. We have reached the epilogue. Wow. Okay. We loved the ending. I gotta say though, pretty much my only critique for this whole book, there was a lot going on. A lot going on. I feel like it was something of the opposite of Warbreaker. Warbreaker was a lot more character focused and a lot less plot driven, and I feel like this is the opposite. Less character driven, less characters, less character development, really, and more plot. There was so much going on, and I loved it. I love me a plot driven book. It was so good. Not that there wasn't any plot character development, like Herathan. Okay. I knew I loved him at the start of the book. Not loved, I knew he was a misunderstood character since the start of the book. And the way he loves Siren, when the main character goes from someone who thinks she'll never be loved to being loved by practically the 2 most powerful people ever. I know it's fine. No, it's fine. Well, one of the most powerful and one of like 2 of the kind of most powerful people ever, kind of. So we're reading the epilogue and oh my god, they're married. we're gonna finish the epilogue, okay? And then we'll give final thoughts on the book. Actually, those kind of were my final thoughts. We'll give like little future final thoughts later, okay? Bye-bye. I just finished, putting my little thoughts in my little book journal. Here's my interest card on this page here. I won't show you too much because there are spoilers written there, but I decided to rate it a 4.5 stars. I very much so enjoyed it. A lot more than I thought I would, especially given like what I heard about it. Like people said it wasn't as good as his other works, but I really rather enjoyed it because I am more of a plot person. Love character development, love getting to know the characters, but I love a good plot too. Like I was talking about this before, but Warbreaker was more on the characters and they're not even in the same world. This is just like a comparison for me. Like there was so much plot happening in Elantris that I wish you could mesh them together, because then we could have like a good balance of plot and character. But there was still so much character in Elantris, like so much good character. I loved Sayrene, I loved Rodin, and I loved Herathan. It was so good, and I loved learning about the new magic system. And there was this little bit at the end where it got me really excited for Arcanium Unbound because it was talking about the names of the worlds and the different magic systems and how the different magic systems, you get the magic from different sources. Like in, I don't know what the world's called, but like in the Elantris world book, you get your power from where you are in the world, like what country you're in, or born in. I think born in. Mistborn, you get it through heritage and family lines. Stormlight Archive, I think you just get chosen based on attributes. We haven't really discovered that yet. And then Warbreaker, you pretty much just get it based on the position you're in or if you become a returned. I'm like still shocked. I've been in, I know 4 different Brandon Sanderson worlds. 4 different magic systems. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I really enjoyed. It was so good. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed my time. But I feel like I've gotten too caught up in racing to get to Oathbringer, and I should really just enjoy the stories I'm reading right now. Take a deep breath, calm down, and enjoy what you're doing at the present. Because Oathbringer isn't going to be... Because I heard it's a bit slower than Words of Radiance, so it's not going to be that much grander than the books I'm reading right now. So I just need to take a breath, calm down, enjoy the books I'm reading, and I'll get to Oathbringer eventually. Yeah, I wish I'd enjoyed, like, just pause for a sec and not appreciated Elantris a little bit more, because that was so good. That was so good. Anyway, moving on to Arcanium Unbound. I gotta say, the reading order I'm going off is good for world Easter eggs, that sort of thing, but it's not good for a binge reader. I will probably like come out with my own reading order once I've finished, but we'll see. Okay, so in the Arcane Unbound section of this website, which is the reading order I'm going off, it says if you plan to read the Isles of Emberdark, which I do, you can skip the novella 6th of Dusk. Full story will be in Isles of the Emberdark. So I will skip that when I'm reading Arcanium Unbound, but I'll read everything else. And I've just ordered Dawnshard online because that wasn't in the stores when I went to look for it either. So I do love my physical copies, and not being able to read Elantris physically was rather devastating. So I'm so excited to like know what the world we're in called. Like I can't wait to know what Elantris is, the book, the world represented in that book. I can't wait for what, like, to learn what it's actually fucking called. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be grand. Okay, so first we're doing the Sealish system, which has the Emperor's Soul story in it. Is this going to be a book about the Emperor from Elantris? The Cosmere has always been full of secrets. The first is the emergence of Hoyd. Are we going to get a Hoyd story? Are we going to get a Hoyd story? Okay, so the universe is called the Cosmere. Okay, so this is like the backstory of all the worlds. I'm loving already. So in a book called Dragonsteel that he never published, that was meant to be Hoyd's backstory, but it wasn't good, so he didn't publish it. So this is like the preface, and he's discussing like the Cosmere, and ready? I would guess that most people who read my works don't know that the majority of the books are connected with a hidden story behind the story. This pleases me. So he wants us to be confused. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I've often said that I don't want a reader to feel that they need to have my entire body of work memorized in order to enjoy a story. For now, Mistborn is just Mistborn and Stormlight is just Stormlight. The stories of these worlds are at the forefront. I can't believe we're going back into Mistborn. This collection takes a step closer to the connected nature of the Cosmere. Each story is prefaced by an annotation from Chris, the woman who has been writing the arcs Arcanium. That's why it's called Arcanium Unbounded. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Okay. Who writes the arcs Arcanium appendixes at the ends of the novel, which is like an index of the magic system, basically explaining how it works. Well, that's what it usually is from my experience. You'll also find star maps for each solar system. It hints at what is to come eventually full crossovers in the Cosmere. Oh my god, I'm not ready actually, I'm not ready.
That said, I do promise that this collection will provide not just questions, but at long last some answers. Oh my god, this sounds so good. The Silish system. I do love me some planet. Ooh, that makes sense. That makes sense because, like, in our solar system, only Earth is inhabitable. So I think each world has its own solar system, and only one of the planets are actually inhabited. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna get a tad bit confused because I don't know if I've had. Okay, how many systems are there? Because I've been in 3. Okay, I think the Silish system. There are 6 systems. I've only read about 4 worlds. Am I about to get introduced to 2 new worlds in a single book? And not even the whole book will be about the 2 worlds. I feel like this is a situation where it is 11 o'clock and brain is not braining, actually. Okay, I think this is a different world. Love that for myself. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't know any of these names. Okay, so the Emperor's Soul, I have no idea what that is. I think it is not in my world, not in a world I know. Oh, it goes by days. That's so fun. Okay, so in Gradient system, the planet moved? Is this... Yes. Yes. The Scradian system is Mistborn because the ruler accidentally changed the position of the solar system. Okay. Changed the position of their planet. Oh my god. Oh my god, I loved. Okay. 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 And then the Taldane system looks very weird. One planet between 2 suns. Okay, I don't think we've been in this one before. Okay, Dakota, how about we read the book instead of flipping through everything? Yeah? Okay, let's read the book, shall we? Okay, so the first world I don't know. The second is Mistborn. The third world I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna read the book. You know, because reading the book, like half of it, you continue like reading half just from curiosity. So, Silish system. Okay, sorry, actually, so I might be really dumb. I think Sal is Elantris because they're calling the power door Dior. And also they're talking about the cognitive realm, which is why I'm so happy I read Storm Archives before this. I just finished Emperor's Soul. Wow. Wow, just fucking wow. Just amazing. Amazing. Okay. So it follows, I don't know her name actually, Shilu, and she is a master forger. This is in the same world as Elantris, but at the start it was described, or the world was described as having 3 separate nations that stayed pretty far apart from each other. The first one was probably the one where Elantris resided. The other one might be the empire where Garathan was from, and the last one, or maybe the second one, because Elantris and the one that Garathan was a part of could be the same thing. And this last one, I don't know what it's called, but this is the one where Shilu is in, and they all have like a bunch of the different parts of this world has different powers because that's what the system is based on. Because the power of the gods that was released into the earth, most of it resides in one of the things, the spiritual, physical, and cognitive, the cognitive realm. Most of it resides in the cognitive realm, and for some reason, most of the power became deeply entwined with place. So wherever the place is, that determines the power that resides there. So a forger is the power in this particular nation. What a forger is, well, there are a few different ones, but what a forger is, which is what the main character uses and has been trained in, is you carve stuff and you can change a thing's or a person's history or intent, I think it is. You can change things pretty much. In the storyline, she gets captured after being betrayed in her recent job, and she's currently a con artist. So what she did was she forged fake paintings using her powers, and in that job she was betrayed by the Imperial Fool, which I have a feeling might be Hoyd. But I hope it's not. Let's pray it's not. And so she ends up in prison.
At the same time, however, the king and his wife is the emperor and his empress is assassinated. So the arbiters, there are 5 main ones, and they basically oversee the whole empire. They're like the emperor's, assistants, or like the people that like help him, influence him, as you will. Pretty much demand Xiaolu's help in using her powers to rewrite the Emperor's soul, which is why it's called the Emperor's soul. Because in the attack, he got killed. He was killed. But one of the Forge's powers is, if you have an intimate knowledge of like all the different body things, you can redo a body until it's that, but the Emperor's brain is dead. So the arbiters demand Xiaolu's help in rewriting or reforming, forging the Emperor's soul. And she pretty much has to do this or she gets killed. So the whole book, it's told in days because she has 100 days to complete this task, or the whole court will find out that he's dead and it will mean nothing and she'll get killed. Oh my god, it was so good. So the whole thing is her like diving into the Emperor's life, his childhood, his friends, and reconstructing his soul. But it's also like everyone's also trying to kill her. Different arbiters have like different goals. One of the arbiters really wants to kill her or to use her research to her advantage and change the Emperor's soul to her advantage so she can like influence his decisions. And another arbiter, he's the genuine one, he is the nice one. And anyway, so a lot of different factors also want her dead. So she also has to find a way to escape, and her need to escape like sort of battles with her need to see this project through. So good. Xiaolu is an amazing main character. She was so intelligent. And her escape plan, it was perfect. This short story, better than most normal novels. I gotta say, this was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. And I really liked the genuine character. Gareth? Not 100% sure on the name, but I loved him. And everything was so perfect. From the Emperor getting back he's kind of like Aileen from Mistborn. I don't remember if that's his name. I think it was Aileen. But like Vin's love interest. Except if Aileen had ditched his like aspirations for the country and sort of like dissolved into wasteful and just sort of like becoming attuned to being an emperor and like not acting on any of his dreams for the empire. And then Xiaolu rewrites his soul like with very subtly, like she keeps the main things intact but very subtly. She rewrites his soul to make sure he changes the empire for the better. And I loved also how she had like different stamps to change her own personality. That was so good. And the way she just girl bossed at the end. She just defeated all those skeletons and defeated the zoo guy. I hated him. It was so good. It was so good. And I totally get the good guy, that good guy. I totally get his obsession because he was just like this, what Xiaolu did, masterpiece. Absolute fucking masterpiece. Okay, so that was the first short story. It was fucking amazing, actually. It was so good. I feel like, because alone interest. Okay, so originally I rated it a 4.5 stars. I've hit it up to a 4.75. I kind of want to give it a 5 stars. Oh my god. Okay. Let's find out what the next story is. Oh my god. Okay, so the next book is The Hope of All Interest. The first few paragraphs. Serene is pregnant. We're getting back to Serene and Rudin. I think this will make me decide if I decide to give Elantris 5 stars or not. Let's fucking go. Actually, I'm not going to check how long this is going to be. On the Kindle, well, the Kindle app really on my iPad, I have disabled the percentage and how long's left in a chapter and the pages, so I can just fucking go. I'm fully invested in the story. I don't keep looking at how much I have to go left because it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Or like, that's what I'm trying to install in my head. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just fucking enjoy the book, Dakota. It's not that hard. It really isn't, but like, woo. Okay, so we just finished The Hero of Elantris, and it was actually quite short. It was quite short. Okay, so it's practically just what happened to the kids while the final battle in Elantris was happening. Okay, so it follows Matisse, who's actually inspired by someone in Brandon Sanderson's real life. It was just like a little expert chapter. She is an Elantrian and her job is to look after the children, and she, like, Dashi, which he was like a soldier, is her foster father. So it's just like, it starts with like a short thing before the final battle, and then the Dark Arts start invading, and she helps get the children to safety so they don't suffer all that tragedy that happened. And then, yeah, they become proper Elantrians, they're healed, and it all ends happily ever after. I gotta say, I love a happily ever after. Now we're doing this Gradrian system. So a new world, we love looking at the solar system. Okay, so this is the Mistborn world! Because if you look here, if you'd look here, please, can you see? Okay, this, so it says like old orbit and new orbit was from when the Lord Ruler accidentally changed the orbit. So like everything changed. So yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder if Mistborn history is next. No, the 11th battle. Okay, I think it's the 11th battle, then Mistborn A Secret History. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so hello everybody. I just finished a really cute little Calcia short story. And there's another short story after that called Element to Jack and the Pits of Atlantia. However, there's a bit that says that the story contains spoilers for the Ally of Law, and as I have not read that, I'm going to skip this short story. So now we're on Mistborn A Secret History. This novella contains major spoilers for the original Mistborn trilogy and minor spoilers for the Bands of Mourning. The Bands of Mourning? Does that mean I can't read this yet? Because I've not read the Bands of Mourning, actually. I think I will read The Secret History. Because otherwise I'm practically just not reading half of Arcanium Unbounded. Oh, do I read it though? Because I really don't want to spoil myself. Maybe I can just like keep reading until we get to the spoiler. Or maybe I'll just read it. Yeah. Mistborn A Secret History. I wonder if Hoyt's gonna be in this. Probs. Okay, so little Kelsa short story before. That was about Kelsa and his mentor Gemel and him training to be a Mistborn. It was really cute, I reckon. It was just a really fun little short story. So let's do this shit. Update time for Mistborn Secret History. I am loving it. This is like perfect for people who read the Mistborn trilogy and wanted just like that little bit more. It's really hitting so far, especially because I've been thinking about rereading the Mistborn trilogy, but as audiobooks. This is great. Okay, so it follows Kelsler after he died. He is stuck in the cognitive realm. Well, he kind of like forces himself to be stuck in the cognitive realm. And him and Preservation are kind of just observing events from when Kelsler died. Currently, we're at the point where Vin just released Rune. Yeah. And you see how Kelsler and Preservation, their side of events, and how they sort of influenced what was going on in the world. Oh my god, I'm loving it. And also we got Hoyd, or I think it was Hoyd, question mark. And Kelsler calls Hoyd the Drifter. I think it's Hoyd. Do not take my word on that, because while he was in the cognitive realm, his hair was white for some reason. Or maybe his hair is white and it's a completely different character, but I'm choosing to believe it's Hoyt for the moment. Because no one has the wit that he does. I know, that was such a horrible turn of phrase, anyway. Because, you know, he was the king's wit. Okay, shut up, Dakota, shut up. He stole one of the original Alamancer crumbs. Little bits of metal that turn you into Alamancer. He stole one of them. You know how Aelin and Min come and there's like one of the little metal balls left? There were two. Hoyd took one. I think Hoyd might be from Rosha because he's described as like his eyes lighting up. Not 100% sure about that. I have no idea where Hoyd's from. Let's be fucking for real, okay? Who knows? Maybe he's another god. It sounds like he is because Preservation knew him and called him by a different name. So anyway, whoever it was, probably Hoyd, their Mistborn. The original, most powerful Mistborn motherfucker. Oh my god! So that's my update. Oh, I'm gonna keep going because Kelsey just gave Preservation a pep talk. That was so good. That was. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. I don't know how this is spoiling Bands of Mourning. We're certainly not there yet, I don't think, unless this was unless Kessler's still alive in Bands of Mourning. That would really suck for him. That's like 300 years later. Oof. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm purposely not looking at the word count because I feel like I still have a long way to go. I personally wasn't the biggest Kelsler fan. Didn't hate him by any means, but he wasn't my favourite character. Vin was my favourite character, obviously, like. And Aelin. I loved Aelin. Anyway, because he's just so bitter. But I do like him. I do like him as a character. Kind of. I'm just happy to be in this world again, following the same events, following the same characters, getting a little bit of a refresh, and just getting like another side to events. Getting a few more of my questions about the original trilogy answered. So yeah, that's what I'm enjoying the most about this so far. Okay, so hello everybody. If you're wondering what the different background is, I am at my holiday house. And I have just finished Mistborn Secret History. Major spoilers for the original Mistborn trilogy, and minor spoilers for Mistborn Second Era, Bands of Mourning, I think it is. Calcia. It follows, oh my god. I think I already went through that. I think I did like a halfway point. So yeah, it follows Calcia through the events of all of the Mistborn books, from when he dies up until the end of Hero of Ages, and it's his POV of what happens in the cognitive realm or the spiritual realm because he's dead. He is dead, so his spirit goes around and tries to figure out the bigger picture of things. More of what Rune's doing, but also what Irie's doing, which is I think like a Cosmere-wide organization. So he finds this point. They set up on the ocean, which in this cognitive realm where he resides is solid, and I think this is like something like with like all of them, because the other group that was exiled from Irie, they also set up on a lake. Maybe that's so other people don't run into them by accident, even though like they're dead, or at least in the cognitive realm. Is that what happened to Jessna? Yeah. And I can see why this whole thing, Arcanium Unbounded, is recommended between like afterwards of ratings, because if I hadn't had like explanations of the cognitive realm in Stolen Archive, I would have been so confused. I would have thought someone was pulling Kelsey's leg. I would have thought this was all an imagination thing, but it's not. It's not. That was so interesting. We got them talking about different worlds. They sounded like the people of the Irie group, the ones in charge, they sounded like, through Kaladin's descriptions, like they were Elantrians, because they had silvery skin, but he also described them as having like drunk something to like make them luminous. So I'm not sure if they're Elantrians or if Elantrians need something to sustain themselves. I don't really think that's it. I'm like, where are they from? Are they from a world we haven't investigated yet? I'm so excited. And they were also talking about, I looked ahead a bit to find out who they were talking about, but how Throndies, I don't know, because it says here the Thorondite system, which I think is the world that Rosha is in, Storm Archive, might start to interfere in their group. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, so there was that. And then I bawled my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out because we saw Vin. Vin, when her and Aelin got to the cognitive realm after they died, and then they went to the beyond. And also, I'm so scared that Cosmere is going to be the villain in the next book, Mistborn Era 2. Because he seems like he wants to get back to the physical world, and I feel like he will be able to do that. And also, does Spoke become immortal? I'm a bit worried, to be honest. Because as I said, Cosmere was never my favourite character. Maybe he will become my favourite character with like character growth. Like, because in Brandon Sanderson's postscript, he was talking about like how Cosmere's story isn't finished yet. I'm so excited for Mistborn Era 2. This was so fun. It also feels really weird because I feel like I should be finishing a book, but this is a collection of short stories, so I'm not finished the book. But it feels like I just like, my poor heart, seeing it again, and I hadn't seen that scene before. Hadn't read that scene before, so being able to see her again. But now I know I'll never see her again because she's gone to the beyond. So yeah, that's my update for now. I'm up to the Taldian system. So I'm assuming we're just gonna fast run through all the systems and then and get short stories from each world, and then we're going to get to Edge Dancer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited actually. Let me check the contents. Yeah, we do the Taldian system, White Sands, the Thorondite system, Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hell, the Drum Endade system, Six of the Dust, and then the Rosharan system, and then Edge Dancer. Wait, does that mean that the Thorondites aren't Roshan? Because Rosharan is obviously Rosha. I'm a bit confuzzled. I feel like I'm gonna have to make a sticky note that like says what system is what world. Yeah, that sounds good actually. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a short story for each system and then Edge Dancer. And then that's gonna be it for Arcane Unbounded. Exciting, exciting. I have just finished 2 more systems. They were relatively short ones, especially the first one. These are both new worlds that I haven't read about yet, so that was super exciting. The first one was the Taldian system, and the short story was White Sand. We got it both in graphic novel form. Manga. I read manga. I'm gonna call it a manga. It's not a manga, it's like a graphic novel form. But then we got the same exact story, just written as like a short story. So I'm gonna be so for real. I read the graphic novel. I grew up watching anime, then I read manga. Then I found out I didn't really like manga because I couldn't really get a lot of the emotions out of it because I suck at reading facial expressions, especially like drawn facial expressions. No. So I really, most of the time, I could only grasp the general story of what was happening in manga. So I have never been a manga or graphic novels fan. So that really didn't do it for me. But then we got the exact same story in novel. I read halfway through and then I got bored because I had already read the story in the graphic novel form. So I kind of skipped the other half. I still got the general idea though. I kind of feel bad about it, but then again, I kind of don't because I still got the story. And I didn't want to read it again in the same sitting. So then we went into the Threnodite system. This is another new world, and the short story for this was called Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hell. This was a really fun short story. It was a bit slow for me in the beginning, but the ending hit hard. Okay, so the story follows Silence, this elderly middle-aged woman who runs an inn. She has a daughter and an adopted daughter, and she gains extra income by being a bounty hunter because times are hard and she needs the money. So what she does is she keeps like a bounty journal to see what the bounties are, how much they are, and she like goes through it at night memorizing faces.
And then when the people under the bounties come into her inn, she slips a little something in their drink, makes them a little drowsy, and then she kills them and brings them in. I loved it. I loved it. Because in the little postscript, Brandon Sanderson was talking about how he wrote it as a part of like an anthology with really popular authors. I've never read anything from them. I think one of them was the one that did Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin. I'm not sure. Anyway, he wrote it as a part of an anthology with George R.R. Martin and Gardner Duvos called Dangerous Woman, which fits it perfectly because, you know, she's poisoning and killing people out here and we love it. And we love it. I gotta say though, as someone who's read other gothic poison fantasies like Belladonna, this didn't give vibes, but it gave, like, it didn't give the atmosphere that I'm familiar with, but I still enjoyed the ending. Like I said before, it was a bit slow and it was a bit, I do prefer other short stories in this over this, but I still love the idea. We will be moving on to the Drominard system, which has to be Wallbreaker, the Wallbreaker world. Oh my god, there are so many planets in this one. Help. The seventh of the sun, sixth of the sun, fifth of the sun. Okay, so there's a bunch of suns. There are many planets in the Cosmere that are uninhabited, but upon which no shards currently reside. The website I'm following as my guide to what order to read the Cosmere in says I can skip the Drominard system short story called Six of Dust because it's also in Isle of Emberdark. I have no idea. It is 50 pages. Only 50 pages, so I could. And I do kind of want to know what world this is. Is this Wallbreaker or is Wallbreaker just, I don't know, an anomaly? I feel like the jump, I don't know, and I don't want to miss anything important. But I also really, really want to get back into Rosia. I think I might skip. Okay, I'm gonna look into Isles of Emberdark and I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished Arcanium Unbounded. Emperor's Soul was my favourite short story, and it was the first one. Edge Dancer, really good at the start, really good at the end. It was a bit slow in the middle for me. There was a lot of character development for Lift, but I love the relationship between Gwendol and Lift. Lift, throughout her whole little short story, gave me Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you've watched, you know she was just such a trickster. So funny, but also so serious. And like, she was just finding herself this book and this little short story, and I loved it. Well, I didn't love it. I always say that, but most of the time I don't actually love it. I need to stop doing that. Okay. I loved the bond between, like, that's one of my favorite things about Stormlight Archive, the bond between the Spurn and the Knights Radiant. I don't really even know how to say that. Spurn? Spreen sounds better. Let's go with Spreen. Her and Wendell. Wendell was just such a pacifist. He was just like, I just want to go gardening. I just want to display chairs. I do not want to be a sword, actually. It was so good. It was so cute. And I loved him and the way he just like, Liv would be spying on someone and Wendell would just be whimpering, like, how did I get stuck with this person? I loved. But that part I actually did love. I'm not just saying that. I actually did love that part. Okay, next though, I've been waiting for this. We're going back in. I finally get to see Kaladin. Kaladin again. I really need to become more attached to more characters because right now it's Kaladin. I love Kaladin. I like Actually, I kind of love Shalom. I like Adeline, kind of Dana, Renarin, the other son, Adeline's brother. I love Wit. I'm not sure if I should, but I do. I know we're starting on a SO9 chapter 6 years ago. Oh, actually, I kind of love this. I kind of love this, okay? The way she'd always imagined humans as sung of in songs as dark, formless monsters. Instead, they were wonderful, bizarre creatures. They spoke with no discernible rhythm. They wore clothing more vibrant than carapace, but couldn't grow their own armor. They were so terrified of the storms that even when traveling, they hid inside vehicles. Most remarkably, they had only one form. I love it when other races, when you get a POV from a different race, and then they describe humans. I love it. I love it, actually. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. Guess what just arrived in the mail?
Oh my god, I've been waiting for this for weeks. It better be Arcadium Unbounded or this would be really embarrassing, but here we go. I wish I'd read this physically. Oh gosh. It is. Nice. Ah! Guys, finally! Oh, it's so good to see it physically. And there's, oh my gosh, this is great. We love physical books. We love. But as you know, I've already read this, so we're gonna emboss and then we're gonna put it on the bookshelves. And guys, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've read 9. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. My goal by the end of the year, all of the shelf will be fully Brandon Sanderson. Or maybe Brandon Sanderson and Arf Kwon, but like, yes, absolutely yes. I think yes. Because like, is there enough Cosmere books to full list though? Because I've still got to do Dawn Shard, Rhythm of War, Wind and Truth, Mistborn Era 2, and then I think there are 3 standalones. Tress and the Emerald Sea, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, Isles of Emberdark. I don't know if there's any more. I think that's the Cosmere. And I'm not sure if I want to read any of Brandon Sanderson's other works yet. See, I'm not quite sure how to organise these. Do I organise them in the way I read them? Do I just do Mistborn, standalone, Stormlight Archive so I can keep the series together? I don't know. Or do I do them in the reading order I would recommend for people? I think I might do that last one. Because so far, yeah, this... Okay, I think we're going to do a little reorganisation of the whole fantasy because right now I'm running out of room on my fantasy bookshelf. So I've started like making a stack over here, and this stack is mainly just finished series. I'm trying to make it finished series so that when I'm continuing a series, I can put it straight on the bookshelf because that's just so fucking satisfying. So, yes. And this is all dystopian, so we're not going to touch that shelf. So, yes, if anyone were to ask, this would be my reading order, and at the moment, and Warbreaker and Elantris would be interchangeable. But this is more for a binge reader, I would say, because I got really annoyed how I had to keep breaking between Stormlight Archive books to read Warbreaker and Elantris. But if you're not a binge reader and you're okay, like, putting books in between a series, then you could read Warbreaker in between The Way of Kings and Word of Radiance and Elantris, like, before Arcanium Unbounded. But I'm a binge reader and I hated how I kept getting interrupted. So... but I would still put Arcanium Unbounded there just because it has one Edge Dancer on it, which is a 2.5 for the Stormlight Archive, and also because all the magic systems, like all the explanation, like it would be a lot harder to comprehend without the first 2 books in the Stormlight Archive. So okay, so there we go. That's me reorganized. So here we've just got R.F. Kwong and then Brandon Sanderson, and then over here. Okay, so from Brandon Sanderson on, I've done series that I know the next book has been confirmed, and I might even have a release date for it for this year. And then down here I just have kind of miscellaneous, and then over there we've just got extras because I don't have enough bookshelf space. So yes, this is like so great, and it's the way I'm about to read Dawn Shard and Rhythm of War. Also, this is going to be gone very, very soon. Well, it's going to be moved to the side very, very soon. I've just been reading Oathbreaker. I'm
practically nowhere through. Kaladin. I know this is a Dalinar book. I'm gonna say I'm not loving it. Perhaps this book will make me love him more. We'll see. Anyway, back to Kaladin. It's the way I bawled my eyes out when he went home. I bawled my eyes out. Like, I'm getting teary right now. There's tears on the side of my book. I don't know if you can see them yet. They're just like there. I bawled my eyes out, actually. And then his brother. He's got a new brother. I'm like teary-eyed. I'm so happy for him. And the character development we got last book is really showing in this book, and I'm loving it. He's such a good character. I changed my wallpaper for my phone, and now Kaladin is my wallpaper. You tell I'm obsessed. Can you tell I'm obsessed? Anyway, we're in a Shyamalan POV, and there's just this really funny line. Maybe when Bright Lord Brooding Eyes returned, he could fly her to another peak, because she was trying to get like a good perspective to draw Eurythi. And she calls Kaladin Bright Lord Brooding Eyes. I love their relationship. And because I kind of ship them, but I also like Adeline. I love all their friendship. I love them as a trio. Oh, so good. And because of last book, I'm starting to love Charlotte's POVs. I am. Maybe because she talks Kaladin in her head, but I'm really liking Charlotte. And I'm so excited for the next book. Not like the novella, not Dawn Shard, but Rhythm of War, because we would have gotten a full Kaladin, Sharlan, and Dalinar book each. So will we just get evenly among them, or are we going to start the cycle again and the next book's going to be a Kaladin book? I would not complain. Okay, we're only 86 pages in, so we're going to keep going. I'm loving so far. I'm so excited to get back to these characters and this world, and I'm loving. Bye-bye. Why hello blog, why hello. Okay, so I've decided to do an update every time I get to an interlude, the interludes. So these books are separated into 5 parts, I think. Well, the other ones were, I don't know about this one, I'll check on the contents page. Yes. Okay, so we just reached our first one at 350 something pages. That's great. So yes, we're at our first set of interludes. So what has happened so far? Everyone's kind of like going through shit. Less so Kaladin, because Kaladin's worked through most of his shit. Right now he's just trying to find out what's the most honorable action he can do at the moment. Sharlan is trying to like cope with like all the lies she's told herself, but by trying to cope, she's kind of made herself 3 separate personalities, which I'm worried. I'm just a little bit worried about her. I don't mind if she goes insane, like as long as it's a good insane and not a bad insane. Yeah. I'm worried. I'm really worried, actually. Okay. Dalinar. This is Dalinar's book. We're getting past POVs, and it's really hard because he killed kids. And I kind of don't like him. Don't like his past self, but I really like his present self. Kind of. Yeah. I guess we'll see where I stand at the end of this book, but so far, I'm not a fan at all of past Dalinar, but I like current Dalinar. It's really difficult because he's trying to bring everyone together, but everyone's just like, how are we supposed to trust a tyrant? But he's changing, and it's so complicated. Anyway, guess who came back? Jasmine came back. Oh, is it called Eshna? Is that her name? Or Jesna? Or Eshna? Anyway, she's back. That was the end of part 1. And Kaladin's back at Eurythi as well. So I hope they'll go save Kholinar. Yeah, with the king. That will be fun. That'll be really fun, I reckon. And I just love it when Kaladin's with the winds and he's so happy. And when Syl was just like to the glory sperm, go away, this one's mine. So cute. I haven't cried again since Kaladin broke my heart, but yeah. So the interludes, who are we following? Tuli, Alistar, and Venli. So I don't know any of these people. I'm on the second one, Alistar. So yes, that is my current update. I'm excited to see where we're going. I heard from multiple sources that this was a slower book than Words of Radiance. So far, I'm enjoying because for me, Words of Radiance had a bit of a slow start as well. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying so far. The only slow bits for me are Dalinar's POV and Dalinar's past POV. Can you tell me what the biggest Dalinar fan? Main character-wise, I'd go Kaladin, Sharlan, Dalinar, but that's probably just because we've had a book from those two. But Kaladin will forever be my fave. I love him. Okay, so I'll update you again once we've gotten a bit farther through. This is where I'm at currently, 300 pages in. Bye. Okay, so I know I said I'd only update you at the end of each part, but are we seriously getting a Mosh chapter? Are we seriously doing this? Are we? No, we're not. No. I do not want those chapters. I'm hating them. And straight after I had Jessner's chapter 2, I love Jessner. We don't need a Moss chapter. We don't. I don't want to see him. What's it called? I don't want to see him be better. I don't. I want to forget about him. It's kind of like Dane all over again. I don't want to see him. So I've just finished part 2. We're on page 600-ish, and yeah. Where do I start? Okay, so it ended with Lift agreeing to go to Eurythi. Yeah, the tower. We'll call it the tower. And I'm so excited for her to go to everyone else and all the other main characters, and I'm just so excited. We're slowly getting all the different powers of all the other Radiants. There's 10, right? So everyone has one main power and then one side power. But what's Kaladin's side power? Do we know that yet? I'm not sure. So Windrunners have Windrunner and something else. Skybreakers, I think their side power is Windrunner. I don't know what their main power is though. And then we've got the Edge Dancers, which their main one, I think that's like regrowth, and their second one is healing. And then the Truth people, Renarin, their main thing seems to be healing, and their second one light weaving. And then Sharlan, main one light weaving, second one the Shardsmere power. And for Jester, the main one is Shardsmere, and the second one, we don't know. Actually, I'm loving the magic this movie. Yeah, I'm loving the magic. We got some very interesting POVs. As you heard before, Mosh, not the biggest fan of Mosh, but he's almost taking like a Kaladin role for the Parchment. Like, you know, Kaladin in book 1, where how he was like trying to protect the Bridgeman. Now Mosh is doing that for the Parchment, but he's not nearly as good about it. I hate Mosh. He's just so icky, sticky. But he's not wrong. Because he wants to like fight because the system in Alethkar, the Light Eyes over Dark Eyes, is just ridiculous, really. So now I'm at the interludes, and the interlude POVs are Kaza, Turavangian, who I hate, and Venli, who I also hate. Because Venli is like the person that made all the Proshendi change into fused. So yeah. What else happened? I can't remember. No, I can't remember. I just like, my brain be hurting. I'm loving Renarin taking on that scholarly role, and yeah, I'm loving that. And I think we're getting Kaladin and Sharlan going to Thalen to open that gate. I really hope they don't miss meeting Lift though, because Kaladin or Sharlan meeting Lift would be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. I just can't wait to see how Lift makes fun of everyone else. Because her calling Dalinar tight butt. Lift truly gives Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I love her for it. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, so I've been waiting for this since like a long while ago. Imagine everyone else seeing Syl, like the different Radiants seeing Syl. So I find it hilarious how Kaladin, the brooding, like, intense guy, ends up with the cheery, girlish Span. And I need someone else to tease him about it. And I need like Charlotte to see Syl and film and have a whole conversation with him. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be so cute. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to get sketches of all the Spurn. I find that really interesting. Yes, that is my update, and we are going to keep going. It's been good. It's been good so far. Oh my god, the chapter with baby Adeline. So cute. So fucking cute. I was squealing the whole time because baby Adeline, like, peeking out from behind his mum going, "Daddy." Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so cute. So yes, we also loved that. And who is this? Who is this? Who's on the main cover? Because I'm having real trouble telling, like, is the first one Adeline or Dalina? The second one, I think, is the Assassin in White. The Edge Dancer is obviously Lift. I have no idea who Oathbringer is. Is it Vale? I mean, it kind of could be Vale, I guess. Because it's not Shalon, because Shalon's a Ranger. So, and this person obviously has black hair, so it's not Shalon. Who is it? Who is it? I need to know. So yes, I'm looking forward to many things. Many things. And Odium pulling up, that was scary. That was so scary. And he's Passion. I wonder why he's called Odium instead of Passion. See you on the next update. Okay, so I have just got to the end of part 3 of Oathbringer. We are on page 921 at the start of the interludes. And Kaladin. Let's have a chat about Kaladin because I bawled my eyes out. I am still distraught. I am emotionally damaged. Like, the way he broke. The way... Because that's the same way I feel whenever I'm reading fantasy and people are fighting. And I'm just like, you all think you're fighting for the right reasons. You all have such good reasons. Stop fighting. Please, just stop fighting, please. Please. But Kaladin went through that on such, like, big level because his friends were all fighting against each other and all of them were dying. And I don't blame him. I don't, like... Because that's always been a thing with me for fantasies. Whenever they go to war, there's either an absolute evil on the other side, which is really unrealistic, or there's another people who have been vilified, which is so false. So this is so much more realistic and I really appreciate this, but also it's so devastating. It's so devastating. Anyway, they're in Shardsmar now. And we'll see a life-size Syl. Everyone will be able to see a life-size Syl. And everyone will be able to hear her. And the other Span obviously is Azura's. I wonder what that sword is because it said they went grey. I don't think it's the same sword from Warbreaker. I don't think it is because it's not black. We'll see. It's Eleanor. Wait, actually, let's go back to Charlotte. I loved her character development in this one. I loved how her and Wit in that little shed, I loved it so much because she needed that. And I love how, even though we've had like so much character development among our 3 main characters, especially Kaladin, I love how we haven't stopped character developing. We're still going, and it's heartbreaking, but we're still going. Donna, I still like him, but I'm not sure how to feel about him because he did massacre a whole city. I still like him, Don't get me wrong, I still like him. But how long are they going to be in Shardsmar? I wonder. Because Azor seems to know the place and Shallan kind of does, so that will be helpful. And the Spurn will probs help. So I'm honestly excited to learn more about Shardsmar. I hope we don't get too many POVs of the present. I'm just going to check real quick. I hope we just fly through Shardsmar. Oh gosh, there are so many POVs. There are so many POVs. Okay, so we've got Adolin, Shallan, Kaladin, Dalinar, Daverney, Zeth, Taravengian, Venli. Wow. Okay, that's a bit of a mix. On the interludes, we have Venli, Mem, and Shala. I only know who Venli is. And we do not like Venli. We do not like Venli. She is a bit dumb in the head. Yep. Shit. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Do I go to sleep? Because I'm so distraught over that battle. And Alok, oh, shit. And he was swearing the oaths. And Mosh, I'm going to strangle Mosh with my bare hands. I hate him. There's no redemption for Mosh for me. There is no fucking redemption. He is a coward and I hate him. Yeah. And in front of the sun. Oh. And the mother's an idiot. What's her name? The queen. I don't care what her name is. I hate her. She is an idiot. Alec. He meant well. He was swearing to be a radiant and the potential cut short. The potential for character development cut short. This is a Roman Empire series for me and I'm in love with these characters. Though I want to completely binge this. I really want to, but I'm coming home from my holiday house tomorrow, so that will take up a great portion of my time. So maybe we'll read for a little bit longer and then go to bed. Yep, I'm so excited for everyone to be hanging out with Sil in like her human form. Can we get this subscribed? Okay. Adolin jumped to his feet, scrambling back. He almost collided with a young woman with blue-white skin, pale as snow, wearing a filmy dress that rippled in the wind. I love Sil. Because she's like, now has a physical form. Hopefully she can, help Kaladin. Because he needs some help. He needs some help. Sil in a physical form. I'm so excited. And Padham as well. And I'm so excited to meet this new Spurn. Okay, so I haven't finished this part yet, but I just want to do a quick update before I've got these details. Okay, so we're in a Zeth POV, and we have the sword from Warbreaker, and the sword is talking about Viviana and Vesha and Vesha. Oh my gosh. So that means they got the sword recently, or was the events in Warbreaker really old? I don't know. I actually have no fucking clue, so yeah, that's great. Love that for us. That's it. I just wanted to share. And also, Azor said she came from... that the land was like... that she came through Shardsmar. Well, this is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing Azor came through Shardsmar to Brisha. But like, I'm not 100% sure. Because that sword is so weird. I feel like I've read about that sword, but I haven't. She stabs people and like their skin goes grey. Almost as if the sword is sucking the life out of people. That's so weird. Maybe that's from another like book I haven't read yet. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So I've got a theory. Is Azor Vivienne from Warbreaker? Because I discovered when I was younger that being too open with strangers went poorly for me. But in answer to your question, I have known royals, including one woman who left it behind, throwing family responsibilities. That sounds so much like Vivienne.
Does she know Vivienne, or is she Vivienne, or is this just someone from a story I haven't read yet? I think she might be Vivienne, but like she's using a different name. Because she said she was chasing a thief. Is she trying to get the sword back? Did I just crack the code, or am I sounding really stupid right now? Okay, so Adeline just caught Charlotte staring at Kaladin. Or Vale staring at Kaladin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it bad for me to want a throuple? Is it bad for me to want a threesome? I know it would never happen in this book, but still I really want a threesome. They're too perfect together. And the way Syl keeps shipping Kaladin and Charlotte. I have no idea what's gonna happen with this romance, guys. I have no idea. I think Charlotte will come ahead of Vale, and Charlotte will marry Adeline. I think that's what's gonna happen. No idea where Kaladin's love interest is at the moment. No fucking clue, but we'll see. Maybe he'll just be a loner forever. If he dies, no. Kaladin's actually not dying. That's not happening. So we have just finished part 4. Hold, I need to find my bookmark. We've finished part 4. Here is my progress. We have 200 pages left for part 5. I feel like, because at the end of each part, there's like a cliffhanger, which is really just quite rude, but anyway, I feel like it gets me through the interlude, so it's fine, forgiven. Anyway, the coalition's practically falling apart, but I feel like the enemy, not really the enemy, but like the enemy, the Odium's forces, we shall call them, because they've got so many different names, the Fuse, blah 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 blah. Okay, anyway, Odium's forces, I feel like they're gonna come in Everstorm, which will be, because that will force everyone to fight anyway. That'll force the Evish forces to fight, because right now they're looking to go home. So I hate Teravengian, because he's old, he's dying. He wouldn't make a better ruler of all. Like, he wouldn't be better at uniting them than Dalinar is. He would not. He overestimates himself. Dalinar would be a much better person, but I'm so happy all of the truths were let out there, because they need to be aired. And this way, after this, the coalition will be stronger from ever at the end of the book, when the Radiants save everyone. Praying. But also, if they attack during the Everstorm, their powers will be constantly replenished. I don't know where they get their powers from. Like, where they get their black stormlight from, because Radiants get it from Fears, stormlight. But where do the Fuse get it from? And it's really annoying how they're just going to keep coming back. We need to stop that without people being tortured for millennia. And we need to get rid of Odium. We need to kill him. But like, I'm so scared, because in like other worlds, Odium has killed everyone else. Like all the other shards of Edone something. The god. Yeah, because this was all explained in Arcanium Unbounded. So my brain's like big. Okay. What are we thinking? I loved the whole arc where Syl was like physical human like sized, and she got to wear her own little outfits. Oh, I love Syl so much, and I loved how she was physical and there for Kaladin, and we love Kaladin. I'm really scared for him. I feel like he's gonna swear the 4th oath in this book. I wonder what it's gonna be. I hope it can help him through what happened. I really hope so. I feel like Kaladin and Shallan represent 2 sides of how you deal with your problems. You stuff it all away and you slowly break over time, or you face over it and it's like a miserable throughout. Yeah, that's Kaladin and Shallan. And then there's Dalinar,
who forgot everything and is now remembering everything, and he is also breaking. We love our main characters. We love the suffering. We love the trauma. No, we don't. We don't. But like, I'm loving the character development, and I'm also loving the moral arguments, the philosophy. I don't know if that's. I'm loving the philosophy. I don't know if that's the proper word to explain it, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And the interludes are Bentley. I'm kind of getting sick of her. Not gonna lie. I feel like she's gonna become a Parchment Radiant, but I'm kind of getting sick of her. Venli, Risen, and Tept. Risen sounds familiar. I guess we'll see in that POV. But Tept, I'm a bit embarrassed about Tept, to be honest. He's a bit embarrassing, guys. So yeah, that was part 4. Part 4 was them traveling in Shardmar. I loved it. Adeline is like, he's such a good character because he's just mostly stable, while everyone else is kind of just like, aka Kaladin Dalinar. Shallan is kind of just like broken, and then unbroken, and then broken, and then unbroken, and then Adeline's over here just like, hey guys, I'm the only stable person. Like, I need to make a TikTok where it's that thing, like, daddy issues, mommy issues, obnoxious asshole issues, and then, but you seem weirdly self-actualized as far as I can tell. That'd be Adeline, yeah. Yeah. And Renarin, oh my god. I'm worried, guys. I'm slightly worried. Can he tell the future? I think he can. I think there's something wrong with his sperm, because Jessna requested what the person who lifted help in Edge Dancer, that Radiant, what that Radiant sperm looks like, because I think that lady's sperm and Renarin's is supposed to be the same, but we haven't gotten a description of Renarin's sperm yet. And he can see the future, and then the little things at the top of each chapter, they were describing how one of the unmade has the powers to see the future. Am I off my rocker, or am I like insanely smart? Tell me. And also, I loved exploring Shardsmar. Azuri is definitely from Warbreaker, the Warbreaker world, because she asked for cloth. Her hair changed from black to grey when Adeline was looking. And yeah. I just have no idea who she is. I think she might be Vivienne, not sure, because I've never seen that sword before, unless I just forgot about it, which is highly fucking possible. So yes, Azure is definitely from Warbreaker. And the sword described as Vasha being like a sword master trainer. Now, does that mean we're not going to get a second Warbreaker book? I'm very unsure. Very fucking unsure. And guys, I spilled water on this when it was at the beach, so the cover's like a little bit icky, sticky. Oh my god, this like, that looks like nothing. I promise it's 200 pages, guys. It's, hopefully I finish it tonight. Watch me stay up till 1 a.m. No, watch me pull all out finishing this book, because I am a slow fucking reader. I read like a turtle. We are not fast readers, guys. And we finally found out why the Radiants betrayed mankind. Well, not betrayed mankind, like killed their sperm. That was the more atrocious of their actions to me. Because they found out that the land was originally the Parchments. All of Russia originally belonged to the Parchments, and humans originally came from Shinovar, which makes sense why the Honor Blades are all in Shinovar, because that's where the humans originated from, and then they spread out, taking over the lands from the Parchment and enslaving them. So now there's like no moral rightness to the war, because the land originally belonged to the Parchment. I'm really worried for Kaladin when he finds this out. I'm really fucking worried, guys. I'm really worried, actually. And I love how this is setting up to be the final awesome battle at Thalinith. These fantasy names are really fucking getting to me, guys. Okay, anyway, I love Ben, the Queen Ben. Yeah, love her. We're finding out about Kaladin's love interest. Like, not love interest, like the old one. I've got her name. She was like a quartermaster's daughter. Unsure. I really want to kill Amarin. And I can't wait for all of them to get back and tell, like, everyone what the Spurn actually look like. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And why do the Windspurn are so attracted to Kaladin? Are they like lesser forms of honor? So when like you're being honorable or thinking honorably, they come to you, like Glory Spurn do? Question mark. And yes, I think that's it. I think that's it for my update. Whoa, I was not just speaking for 10 minutes. What is that? What is that? No. Okay. Anyway, I think I might have a snack. And then we're going back in. We are going back in. Hopefully we can finish it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that will be, this is the last book in the vlog, so that will be the end of the vlog. Okay. Which will probably be bound satisfying because I still have not gotten my physical copy of Arcanium Unbounded. Yeah. Yeah. Because I went bookshopping today to buy Dawn Shard, which we finally got a mention of in this book. Which were apparently, actually, I've already forgotten what they were, actually. Excuse me. And I'm not going to find them anytime soon. What was the Dawn Shards? They're really powerful original points? Question mark? Maybe Dallin will get that. I don't know. I haven't read the blurb. So I bought Dawn Shard and Rhythm of War. And guess what was there? Arcanium Unbounded. I waited a month for it to get here from Amazon because it wasn't at the bookshop when I went there for the first time. So yeah, that's a tad bit frustrating. Okay, anyway, we gotta stop talking. We gotta get back in because I'm scared. I'm just so scared. So yeah, we're a bit frightened. We're a bit scaredy. We're a bit scared. So yeah, we'll be continuing, and I will see you when I finish, or when I'm freaking out so much or crying so much that I just pick you up anyway. Okay, so I haven't finished yet, but Chestnut as queen. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. She's perfect. Okay, I have just finished Oathbringer. So far every book in this series has been based on a book in the actual world, The Way of Kings. What was the second one? Words of Radiance. And now Oathbringer. Dalinar is writing Oathbringer. I love that for some reason. I love that. Wit becoming a Radiant. Becoming a Lightweaver. Okay. Well, and he also used the power from Warbreaker. And I think it was him in Mistborn that stole one of the nuggets for Allomancy. Oh my gosh. How does that work? How? Does he have all of those powers? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, sure. Why not, I guess. Okay, sure. I'm assuming that Spurn was Alherkar's because throughout the first book, throughout the series, we saw him see cryptics in the mirror and stuff. So I don't know what else to say. Kaladin didn't end up swearing the fourth ideal, which I think gives him Shardplate? Question mark. So yeah, that was kind of sad, but he isn't quite there yet. Sean and Adeline's wedding was... we didn't even really get it. We didn't even really get the full wedding, but it was so cute nonetheless. Fully support them. Feel a tad bit bad for Kaladin, but I do feel like Kaladin and Shallan are more sibling material. So I'm not complaining, but like, who's gonna be Kaladin's love interest? Like, I kind of want one, but I kind of don't. I wouldn't really mind if he didn't have a love interest, but I would be interested to know who they would be if he did. And she's not as queen as perfect. Perfect. She's perfect. She's actually perfect. Actually, yeah, she's perfect. So yes, we're very happy about that. And very happy Amaranth's dead. We hate Mosh. We actually hate Mosh. And the way he's got an honor blade, I'm pissed. You better believe me when I say I'm fucking pissed. He does not deserve to ride the wings like Kaladin does. He's not worthy. He's not worthy, actually. He's not fucking worthy. So yes. What is Kaladin's second search? Does he get it later? I love Zeth. I love Zeth. Like, I kind of felt bad for him ever since his first POV because he didn't want to do it. So I'm really happy he's on, like, the good side now. Well, not the good side, just the side we're on. And I hope he's happier now. I hope he's happier. I hope his life is a little easier from now on, though it probably won't be because he is, like, bound to one of the main characters of a fantasy series. So I'm happy that the little prince, Alakar's son, is okay. I'm really worried about Kaladin's fam. What's going on there? I'm happy the other Bridgemen survived, and I'm so happy about the Bridgemen slowly bonding Spurn. Lupin and his Spurn. That was hilarious. Because he was teaching his Spurn, which is an honor Spurn, but like it's a guy, to like do the middle fingers and stuff. And then I keep forgetting his name. The one who has like the addiction, Teft. He bonded, and on a Spurn too. Yeah. Can you tell I'm excited? Can you tell I'm really happy right now? Actually. Wow. Yeah. What's the time? I fear it might be 2 a.m. But it does not feel like 2 a.m. Hold. Yep, we just hit 2:06. Pound back. Pound fucking back. But like, it does not feel like 2 a.m. whatsoever, because this was so good. Obsessed. I have to read the blurb of Dawn Shard. Like, what is it even about? Yeah. Okay, so I've just read the little blurb of Dawn Shard, and it's a Lupin and Risen story. I'm pleasantly excited for it, I suppose. It's giving pirate, and I just love the Windrunner order, and Lupin's hilarious, so this is probably just gonna be a little fun story in the Storm and Echo world, so I'm looking forward to that. But this is what I'm looking forward to the most, okay? Speak again the ancient oaths, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. And return to men the shards they once bore. The Knights Radiant must stand again. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The nations of Rosor have formed a coalition to resist invasion, but their bloody and protracted battles have become endless, with neither side seizing an advantage. Threatened with betrayal at any moment, the focus of the war has become an arms race, one which challenges the heart of the Knights Radiant's ideals. Everything hinges on convincing the honest men to join their cause or risk all of Russia having to face the storm of failure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. Shit. But the honest men is only like one order. Shouldn't we be focusing on all the orders? But I guess the Windrunners are more battle oriented. Does that mean this is a Kaladin focused book? How many pages? Oh my gosh. Wait, why does this feel bigger? Oh, it's around the same. Cool. That's the way I want to jump right into this. So the prologue is Navani POV? I just want to see like who... Kaladin, Shalon, Navani, Venli, Varen. Liren is Kaladin's dad, isn't he? No, it's so fine. No, it's so fine. But sorry, I'm gonna have to be taking a break from this because guess what? I have a book club book to read, so I shall see everyone in the next vlog. You'll still get a few more clips than this one of me putting my final books on my bookshelves. You probably won't get one of me putting Arcanium Unbounded on just because it hasn't arrived yet. But yes, enjoy that. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya.